We also film local events like sports, music, city council meetings, and more. If you miss out on anything in town, you can catch up on it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Contact us at 978-927-5544 or email us at admin@bevcam.org.
Got a quarter?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Listen.
All it took was someone who would insist that I just try.
Suddenly, everything was turned around because they judge you.
You tell them, I don't need this.
No one is going to understand.
Unless they've been through it, how can they?
Then one day you realize
You feel so hopeless.
I need help. I need help.
You feel so hopeless.
Then one day you realize,
Unless they've been through it, how can they understand?
I don't need this.
No one's going to judge you.
suddenly everything was turned around because they insist that I just try.
All it took was someone who would just...
Listen.
Hello and welcome to the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse here in Beverly, Massachusetts, where the Beverly Panthers host the Salem Witches on senior night. You heard it here, 4 seniors for this Panthers squad, and we've heard their names all season long. This is a Beverly team that really prides themselves on the play from their seniors. Number 3, senior guard Olivia Griffin will be honored. Nyla Olivier, a senior forward, will be honored. Nikki Aracola, a senior guard, will be honored. And Abby Ruggieri, a senior forward. These are 4 girls that have played excellent this season, especially down the stretch. And as a high school athlete, you dream of, getting on that big stage. And for some high school athletes, the biggest stage you get is on senior night against your crosstown rival in front of all your friends and family. And tonight, that's it for these girls. And they have what might look like an easier task. As you see there, Alex Saluco. Tom Donovan is not here, although I'm sure he is watching. Again, thank you for watching the Bevcam Sports Network. But as I was saying, this is a Beverly team watching Salem come in tonight, reeling a little bit. You can see there on your screen, Salem is 1-13. 0-9 in the NEC. They got their first win last week against Chelsea. They played last night at home against Salem Academy on their senior night and lost. Gene DiPlacido of the Salem News mentioned after covering the game that this Salem team last night against Salem Academy does not look like a team that's only won 1 game all season. This is a Salem team, as I mentioned, they're reeling. Did you see their record, 1-13? They've scored as little as 8 points in a game this season. This is a team, though, that's fighting, learning under the first-year head coach. I believe, let me get his name, under the first-year head coach, Martin Rather. He has seen a lot of growth in this program, and I think, coming into your crosstown rival, into their home gym on senior night, you want to make a statement. Are they going to be tired from last night after playing at home? Most likely we'll see, but it should be a good one here at the Lodge. See the seniors for Beverly lined up there. And as I mentioned, this is a Salem team who has been riddled with injury and illness for the past few weeks. I mentioned they played last night, but 2 games the week prior had to be canceled and postponed. Those are games supposed to be at Saugus and at Masco, February 3rd and February 7th. This is a team that's had a hard time filling out a roster to play these games. So I think it really speaks to their resiliency in Salem as a community, gutting it out and coming down the stretch, getting your first win about a week ago against Chelsea at home. These teams have played once already this season. Beverly coming away with the win. It was at Salem. Beverly won 55-31 in that contest. That is the most points Beverly has scored in a game this season, and it was led by Ruggieri, the senior, with 12 points and 7 boards. Bellotti added 8 and 5. Griffin with 9 points, 3 steals, 2 assists in that one, and Madeline Young off the bench with 5 boards and 4 assists. So this Beverly team knows what Salem's going to come in here and try to do, and for the most part, it's get the ball to Amaya McConney. She is a monster underneath. She's averaging 12.5 points per game, just over 4 boards, and she can step back and hit a 3. She's tied 24th in the region with 7 threes this season, and that 12.6 points per game mark is good enough for 8th in the region. So Beverly, although you see the record 1-13, 0-9 in the NEC, you don't want to be caught sleeping. This is a Salem team that is learning. They're getting better, and when you have Amaya McConney on your team, who knows what's going to happen. We are going to catch all of these senior night festivities. I believe it's going to be here shortly, so I am going to send it to the floor for that.
gentlemen, to the Fieldhouse, and matchup will be between the Salem and the other two Pregame. It's to be senior night here, so at this time we'd like to recognize the seniors on both teams. For Salem, we have Emily Rocha. Number 14, Beverly Martinez. And I have Connie. And Julie Edmonds. And for the Beverly seniors, we have Lily Griffin, Nicole Scott, and Julie Griffin. Next we have Beverly, Bob, Leslie, and Julia. Next we have Anna Julie, the first child of Anna Julie. Finally, we have Anna Oliver with Jesus Oliver and North Side Boys. All right, let's hear it for our seniors. The starting lineups, the Salem, number 3, Princess Tyler. And number 10, Destiny Lemon. Number 21, Leslie Juno. Number 22, Leonardo Martinez. And number 25, Maya Connie. And on the sideline, if you have any
And you just saw our senior night festivities here at the Lodge in Beverly. No national anthem, and quicker that way. I'm okay with it. Some issues I mentioned in the pregame that, you know, the Salem team's had a lot of injuries, a lot of illness, and part of that is drifting into the roster realm. I had to really try to listen and get a good idea of this roster in front of me, as well as the numbers on the floor and who is available for Salem. I think I've done my best. So if I'm incorrect in any way, I apologize. I can only work with the tools given to me, and I would complain about how there's not more coverage. Blame them, not me. That's my motto every day. So here we go. And the opening tip is won by Beverly. That was Olivier. Bellotti, Ericola losing it in the corner. Ericola, last time we were here, had been struggling, you know, finding her way, scoring the ball. But over the past few games, she's slowly brought it back together. 11.7 rebounds and 9 steals in the loss at Swampscott just the other day. She is finding her stride again, and Beverly will need her tonight. Salem bringing up the ball. That's Amaya McConney, number 25. She's leading this team in scoring and rebounding, 12.5 and 4.5 respectively. A three. Bank shot, no good. Ruggieri coming away with the board. She's been huge down the stretch for this Panthers team. Had 4 and 7 against Swampscott, 9 and 9 against Masco the game before. Steele past half court. Looking for McConney, foot on the line. Can't get it to go. Ericola trying to chase it down. I think it was last touch by Salem, and it was. As I mentioned, this is a Beverly team that's led by their seniors. You know, normally you have some seniors on the team that don't normally start, that would get the start here on senior night, as Ericola opens up for three, can't get it to go. But their starting lineup already consists of 4 seniors in Ericola, Ruggieri, Olivier, and Griffin. No news to Beverly fans watching that these 4 have led the way this season. Panthers looking for their 5th win, 5th in the NEC as well. Trying to sweep the season series with Salem. McConney up and under, can't get it to go. Ruggieri coming away with the board. Ericola pushing. Had a chance for a 3 there. Slowed it down. Griffin now. Uses the screen. Down low to Olivier. Goes left. Wide open Ericola in the corner. Just off the mark, but Olivier's there for the offensive board. Bellotti now. Long 2. Just off the mark. Rebound Salem. This is a Salem team, very young, still learning, as we mentioned. Some bright spots, and one is the point guard right here. Destiny Bennett off the mark there. She played all 32 minutes in the game last night against Salem Academy. You would have to think tired legs might come into effect sometime in the 3rd quarter. Scoreless so far for both teams. I believe last touch by Griffin. Actually, it was last touch by Salem. Will stay with the Panthers. 5:42 left to go in the 1st quarter. Still scoreless here, 0-0. Mentioned these 2 teams played January 17th. Beverly coming away with a 55-31 win, and it was their most points in a game all season long. Kickball there on the inbound, and they'll try it again. Looking for Olivier. Back out to Ericola. We believe there was a long 2, and it was. Griffin, first points of the night. Senior point guard. Bennett running this offense. You will most likely see her or McConney in the score column when this night is done, and we're going to get a travel before the foul. In this Salem team, as we talked about their growth, they're using sort of a box-and-one defense. A spy in the middle they used last night against Salem Academy, and that's Destiny Bennett, who is going to be manning up one of the Beverly girls. Right now it's Bellotti, and I believe that was a travel, and it was going back towards Beverly. You'll see her mirroring the moves of one Beverly player while the other 4 are in a zone. Ericola, no good. Olivier with the rebound, though. New shot clock for the Panthers. Ruggieri deflected by McConney, and it's going the other way. It's Bennett taking the ball up every time, getting it past half court quickly, looking for a decision. Does not seem to dribble well with the left hand, so that's something that I'm sure Seth Stanchel is going to be telling his girls out there. Force Bennett to use her left hand. McConney driving, has that deflected, ball on the floor, Panther ball. Griffin making light work of that pressure. Bellotti, 3. No good. Beverly has had a lot of open chances. So we get a jump ball there. A lot of open chances in this first quarter, but only 2 points to show for it. We'll get our first substitution. Bellotti coming out. Michaud entering in her place. I have that same problem. Can never keep my shoes tied. I was leaving the apartment today and my cat, we got a new cat, adopted it, trying to tie my shoes, and he would not leave me alone. He thought it was a toy. So if I seem a little frazzled, that's why. McConney, the three-point line. She'll pull up. And no good. As I mentioned, this is a Salem team who has scored as little as 8 points this season. That was in their opener against Marblehead. They lost 54-8. However, this is a team that did beat Chelsea by scoring 46 points just a week ago. So it's which Salem are you going to get? It's going to be a foul on Destiny Bennett, her first. And Michaud will be shooting 2. Michaud can't get it to go. Knocks down the second. And we're going to get a timeout on the Salem side. Talk things over. I mean, 3:38 left to go in the first quarter, only down 3-0. Salem has to feel good about where they are. Last night in the game against Salem Academy, the opening quarter, after that was done, they were down 20-7. But at the opening half, Salem Academy was leading 20-7. But in that third quarter, there was a bit of a run taken by Salem, and they only allowed 3 points to Salem Academy all quarter. So this is a Salem team that can give you fits on the defensive end. As it seems right now, though, Beverly only leading by 3. This is more about the Panthers not executing. They're getting plenty of open shots. It's just a matter of knocking those down and coming away here with a victory. And again, it's senior night here tonight. Great crowd here, friends and family, JV team for Beverly. But I'm talking to you, BHS fan squad. If you don't know me, you should. And now we have beef. I get the boys are playing at Salem, trying to win the conference. Ryder Frost is going for 1,000 points. We'll report it here. Griffin with the steal, going up. Can't get it to go. We'll report it here when he does. However, senior night against Salem, show out for your girls team. Show out for your girls team who need the support. That's all I have to say. We'll talk soon. McConney has that deflected, and we're going to get a travel. There's just a vast difference when you watch a a boys basketball game here at the Lodge and a girls basketball game, and there shouldn't be. A three from Aricola. Got it! Oh, they're going to call it a 2. I don't know about that one, Chief. Aricola's on the board early. Bennett gets it past half court. Great defense by Griffin. There'll be constant pressure there. Ruggieri deflects it, but back into the hands of the Witches. And I think we're going to get a foul on Olivia Griffin, her first. McConney to inbound. And we're going to get a jump ball tied up there. Griffin and Aricola in the corner. And Beverly takes a possession. Beverly up 5-0. Griffin almost didn't see that one. Pass came in pretty quickly. Olivier in for 2. All the seniors are going to eat. McConney, guarded by Aricola. Thought about the step back. Aricola, great defense there. Again, Aricola, their last game against Swampscott, she had 9 steals. 9. Could go away for a few years for that. That's grand larceny. 9 steals in a game. She takes past half court. Michaud now looking for Ruggieri. Up, fouled. Foul's going to go on 21. I believe that's Isveli Severino. I'm going to say I believe because, as I mentioned before, this roster looks a lot like my middle school homework, just incomplete. Ruggieri can't knock down the first. If she knocks this down, all 4 seniors for the Panthers will have scored in this first quarter. And she does. All seniors on the board on senior night. You love to see that. 8-0 lead with 1:51 left to go in the first quarter. Molly Potter comes into the game, as well as Lauren Cayley. A 3 from McConney. No good. Cayley chasing it down, her first board of the night. Potter with it now. She's seen increased minutes down the stretch here. The loss at Peabody, as Aricola can't knock it down, but Olivier comes away with it. Deflected by McConney. Ball to Salem. A few games ago in the loss at Peabody, Potter had 10 points and 3 steals. We've seen her offensive prowess. She can definitely handle the ball, shoot off the dribble. This is somebody that the Beverly Panthers are probably going to be looking towards for the future, as Destiny Bennett gets on the board for the first points for the Witches tonight. Destiny Bennett, although playing 32 minutes last night against Salem Academy, every minute in the game only had 1 point from the free throw line last night. Potter can't knock that one down. Michaud back out to Aricola in Olivier. Little hop step, got it! Wow! That was shades of Kareem. Lou Alcindor from the free throw line. Her family loves it there in the front row. She'll go for the N1. Can't convert the old-fashioned three-point play. But Beverly still leads 10-2 with 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter nonetheless. A step back from McConney, no good. Rebound Potter. No shot clock. It's turned off. 30 seconds and counting for the rest of this quarter. Aricola, 3. Got it! She's got 5 to lead all scorers tonight. Bennett now. Holding for the last shot. Driving right, can't go. Gets it into her left hand, over to the corner. Long 2. No good. Chasing it down is Olivier. She does. 2 seconds left in the quarter, and they will just dribble it out. So after 1, Beverly leading 13-2. 2. The lone points coming from Destiny Bennett on a layup for the Salem side. And Beverly, their points 5 coming from Ericola, 4 for Olivier, 2 for Griffin, and 1 apiece for Michaud and Ruggieri at the line. This is what we wanted to see from Beverly on senior night. Again, all 5 seniors in the scoring column already in the first quarter. This Beverly team, again, we've brought this up a few times. They beat Salem on the 17th of January, 55-31. They know this team. This is a young, injury-riddled team on the other bench. As long as you play your game, you have a very good chance of winning this. And wins for this Beverly team have been few and far between this season. They come into this losing their last 5 and losing 8 of their last 9 games. Their only win in that stretch was that win at Salem. Beverly's only wins so far have been against the NEC, at Marblehead, 2 against Danvers, and then at Salem on the 17th. So this Beverly program, looking for their 5th win, all in NEC play. Just trying to take care of business on senior night. And let's be honest, we want to be respectful here as a program. But if you need to get out of a slump, playing Salem this year will get you out of that slump. I don't think this could have come at a better time. Beverly played tough against Swampscott last week, lost by 5 points on the road. This is a team, if you want to get your confidence back, if you want to get your shooters feeling good again and get the rhythm of your offense, Salem is a great team to do that against in the most respectful way possible. This is not Salem's year, and I'm sure they will be back doing great things in short order, as Salem has always been great athletically in whatever they choose to do over in Salem. Off the mark again, rebounded. McConney, 3. And she's been short all night, and that's what happens. You played Salem Academy last night. At home, still, you're going to start seeing balls hit the front of the rim. You're going to see tired legs. That's what happens when you're tired. You shoot it short. And it's showing so far in this first quarter for the Witches. Beverly, however, looking fresh, not having played last night, as Ericola chucks one up. Can't get it to go. Rebound Witches. And setting up the offense seems to be something that Salem has had an issue with so far early on in this game. McConney spins away. Nice Euro step, but blocked by Kaylee. Ericola with the rebound. Up to Potter, driving right, contact. She will shoot 2. Fouled by Severino. That's her 2nd. Potter knocks down the first, and playing more minutes lately, she quietly has been creeping up to be Beverly's leading scorer this season on a points per game basis. 5.7 points per game. This is not including Monday or Tuesday's games of this week. However, 5.7 as of Monday, leading Beverly in points per game is Potter. And again, that's a tribute to the more minutes that she's getting. She's getting more acclimated with the system. Ericola can't get it to go, but a rebound put up by Michaud, in for 2. Michaud has 3. Great rebound there by Young. And Ericola steals the inbound. And Beverly looking to score again. Young, mid-range. Got it. Her first 2 of the game. And Salem has not made a substitution yet tonight. Beverly, meanwhile, making a few subs. We're going to get a timeout called by Salem. So Beverly leading 19-2, 13-2 in that first quarter, a 6-0 run within the first 2 minutes of this second quarter, and Beverly looking to run away with this one. But Salem did find themselves in a similar position just last night, playing a very good Salem Academy team. Being down at halftime 20-7, but then didn't allow Salem Academy to score really at all in that third quarter. Only 3 points did they score, and Salem Academy ended up only scoring 33 points in that game total. It was a score of 33-24. So Salem did put up a fight in that second half. Actually won the second half in total points. So Beverly looking to put the pedal to the metal, give them everything you got in the first half. So if something like that happens, you have that cushion to be able to withstand the run from this young Salem team. Couple more subs for the Panthers. Out there right now is Griffin, Bellotti, Kaylee, Ruggieri, and Young. In the same 5 for Salem. And they have to already be tired after playing last night. No substitutions yet. I'm not sure if we're going to see any based on the reports I've seen with, the injuries and sickness and swapping of numbers, low roster for this Salem team. They're trying to get better every day. You're not always going to put a winner out on the court every single sport for every single year. So I think we need to give a lot of credit to this team that they've stuck with it this long, and they're continuing to try and learn and get better. McConney playing great defense there on Kaylee. Young could have been called for a travel there, wasn't. Ruggieri with the hook, no good. Kaylee offensive board, kept in by Griffin. Bellotti, long 2. No good. Rebound, Ruggieri. We're going to get a jump ball. It will stay with Salem, I believe. Actually, it's going to stay with Beverly. That was Ruggieri and Bennett involved in that jump ball. And refs talking to scores table for the shot clock, changing it to 29 seconds. Kaylee, quick 2. Got it. Kaylee's on the board with 2 points. Olivia Griffin with the assist on the inbound pass. You see some pressure here with Griffin and Young in the backcourt, but Salem will just walk it up past half court. Not being able to handle that pass was Princess Baez, the sophomore on this team. Beverly leading 21-2. Maricola leading all scorers with 5 points. Behind her is Olivier with 4. Bellotti down to Ruggieri. Thought about it, and she ends up shooting it. No good. She seemed to want to go right and left at the same time, and look, I think we have an injury on the Salem side as McConney seems to be holding her stomach, but we are going to get a substitution, our first one of the night for Salem. And it looks like number 2. You can see the tape on that jersey. I'm not sure who that is on my roster, but we're going to do the best we can. Hopefully McConney is all right. That's the best player for Salem, averaging 12.5, 4.5 on the season for points and rebounds respectfully. A 3 from Baez. Try to go off glass, off the mark. Offensive rebound, and we'll get some free throws, courtesy of a foul from Madeline Young. And Severino knocks down the first, a junior on this Salem team. And can't knock down the second, but Severino in the scoring column. She has 2 fouls already for this Salem team, so she has to be careful with that thin bench of the Witches. Kaylee no good from 3. Ruggieri trying to chase it down, but she steps out. Ball back to Salem. And McConney looks to be all right as she's coming back in. And now we have, I believe, Baez coming out. And an update from the boys game with 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Beverly boys are leading Salem 18-3. So Shooting the lights out there are the Beverly boys, and 18-3, I'll raise you. 21-3, the Beverly girls are leading the Salem Witches. I do have Twitter notifications on for when Ryder Frost, or if he reaches the 1,000-point mark this season, as we're going to get a foul on McConney, her first for the Witches. That's something that only, I believe, 6 players in total have done at Beverly. As a skirmish at half court, McConney comes away with it, goes to her right hand, a 3, got it! That's Destiny Bennett, a bright spot for this Salem team. She has 5 of their 6 points in this first half. But as I was mentioning, you know, only, I believe, 6 players in total in Beverly history have reached that 1,000-point mark. 2 girls and 4 boys. Bellotti got it. We're going to call that a 3. I think they're going to give her 2. You know, that's something that doesn't happen all the time. You know, a few players have done it in recent history. Just 2 years ago, Duncan Moreland did it on the boys' side, but he did it in 4 years. Ryder Frost has a chance to do it in just 3 seasons. Not a chance. He will do it, whether it's tonight or their next game or a little bit further down the road. He will do it in 3 seasons, and, you know, we do have to give credit there where credit is due. Ryder Frost has been amazing for this Beverly team since he stepped on the court. Only a junior. Great defense by Young on the inbound. She will, I believe, foul. Excuse me, that was Ruggieri. No, the foul was going to be on Young. That's her second. It's Beverly's 3rd team foul. McConney can't knock down the first. And Ericola going to come in for Young after that second foul. Already tonight, with 2:55 left to go in the first half, Beverly, 9 players have scored points. 9. And Salem misses both. This ball is being spread around, spreading the wealth. Are Stanchel and the Panthers tonight on senior night. Olivier, 2, no good. Right into the hands of Bennett. Looking for somewhere to go with it. It's deflected by Ericola. She can't keep it in bounds. That'll stay with Salem. And, you know, this is an offense that is having a hard time functioning. Beverly playing pretty good defense, but it's just... Referees putting 19 on the shot clock instead of a new one, because Ericola never had control when she touched the ball going out of bounds. So it is still Salem's possession. Bennett. Cross-court pass. Step back 2. No good. Olivier saves it. And Griffin will start the transition for the Panthers. Ericola, 3. Ooh, couldn't get the roll. Ruggieri couldn't come away with the rebound either. It'll be Salem's ball. Just under 2 left to play in the first half. Beverly leading 23-6. The Salem offense has been largely Destiny Bennett. 5 out of their 6 points. McConney has been kept off the score sheet as she misses that layup there. And Panthers are off to the races again. Ericola with a lot of space to Ruggieri. Down to Olivier. Nice pass. We're going to get a foul. The 3rd on Isveli Severino. And Olivier will be shooting 2. Olivier knocks it down. She has 5 tonight. Beverly 1 foul away from the 1-and-1 for the rest of this half. Severino comes out for Salem. Baez back in her place. Off the mark with the second free throw is Olivier. Baez comes away with the rebound. So some fresh legs for Salem as Baez is re-entered back into the game. Bennett has her hands full with Griffin. Wide open layup. Got it. 4 points for Griffin, 26 for the Panthers, as it has been all Beverly so far tonight. Connie driving right. Bit of a stutter step. Goes to the left hand. Spin move. Nice moves by McConney. It'll stay with Salem, but Olivier and Ruggieri were right there to swallow her up. But McConney, great job left and right. Spin moves. All the above, just couldn't get that to go. As we'll get a substitution for Salem as Bennett will take a seat on the bench. And I think in large part that might be to when she gave up that turnover. It's fine that you're giving up a turnover, but she stopped at half court. Did not try to get back there, and if you're watching at home, no, that's not what you want to do. You want to be accountable for your team, for yourself, but more importantly for your teammates, as McConney misses that open three, saved by Salem. But Beverly going the other way. Olivier is wide open. Griffin couldn't see her, though. Would have been an easy two at the end of the quarter, but Griffin slowing it up. Bellotti could have been called for a travel. Two from Ruggieri, no good. Olivier with the board. Put back, good. She's got 7. Leads this team in rebounding with 6 a game. That's good for 13th in the area. And that'll do it at the end of the first half. Beverly leading 28-6. You know, a lot to talk about there. 9 scores for the Panthers. You know, getting that score column, spreading it around. You have Bellotti, Cayley, Young, and Potter with 2 apiece. Ruggieri adding 1 from the free throw line. Michaud with 3, Griffin with 4, 5 from Maricola, and 7 from Olivier, as Beverly is on their way to a victory here at home on senior night. We will be back with more in the second half on the Bevcam Sports Network. I'm Alex Saluco. We'll see you in a bit.
You are watching Bevcam. Here, anyone can come to the studio to make their own local TV show. Contact us with your idea. We'll help you get started with producing your own show, editing it, and then we'll broadcast it to all of Beverly for your friends and family to see. You might even get some new fans. We also film local events like sports, music, city council meetings, and more. If you miss out on anything in town, you can catch up on it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Contact us at 978-927-5544 or email us at admin@bevcam.org.
Got a quarter?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, that can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Listen.
All it took was someone who would insist that I just try.
Suddenly, everything was turned around because they judge you.
You tell them, I don't need this.
No one is going to understand.
Unless they've been through it, how can they?
Then one day you realize,
You feel so hopeless.
I need help. I need help.
You feel so hopeless.
Then one day you realize,
Unless they've been through it, how can they understand?
I don't need this.
No one's going to judge you.
suddenly everything was turned around because they insist that I just try.
All it took was someone who would just...
Listen.
back at the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse here in Beverly, Massachusetts, where the Panthers are leading the Salem Witches 28-6. I'm Alex Saluco. Thank you for watching Bevcam Sports Network. And I know we have a little bit more viewers tonight because there is a raffle winner going to be announced for the Dine Around Beverly basket given out by the BHS girls basketball team. And I am proud to announce the winner of the raffle is Bill Riley. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, Bill Riley. You'll be getting a text shortly. And, you know, good luck. I don't know where, you know, the Dine Around Beverly basket, where the gift cards are too, but hopefully it's somewhere good. I would imagine it is. And now I'm hungry, and I think I'm going to get myself a roast beef sandwich on the way home as a special treat. All right, beginning of the second half is underway now. Ericola driving mid-range jumper off the mark. Rebound Ruggieri, can't get it to go. Last touched by Ruggieri, and back to the Witches. The Salem team only 6 points in that first half. 5 coming from Destiny Bennett, 1 from Isveli Severino. That was at the free throw line. She's back on the court, but she does have 3 fouls, so she will have to be careful the rest of the way here. Bennett using a pick. Much more of a assimilated offense here for the Witches. McConney has it. Back to her left hand. And driving right is Bennett. Back out to McConney. Thought about the shot. 9 on the shot clock. She drives past Olivier. Can't finish. Severino, though, can't get the putback either. So a good possession there by the Witches to start off this third quarter. But Bellotti on their other end. An easy 2. First points of the second half go to Mia Bellotti and the Panthers. McConney, step back, off the mark, tired legs. Short shots all night for McConney, and we know she can get it done with the basketball, you know, averaging over 12 points a game, over 4 boards a game. Tonight's just not her night, and after playing a lot of minutes last night against Salem, as we're going to get a frustration foul there from McConney on Ericola. It's the second on McConney. Ericola back to Griffin. Thought about it. Nice dish to Olivier. Can't finish, but Ruggieri can. Seniors are putting on a display here tonight. In the Beverly boys game at Salem just went to halftime. Beverly leading 35-20 at the end of the first half. Ball will stay with Salem. And that ball got stuck behind whatever that contraption is. I want to say a forklift. I know it's not right. It's a scissor lift, I'm being told by my producer, Robert. You'll find everything in this field house. Even a scissor lift. Bennett taking on what seems to be the whole Beverly defense, and the shot clock goes off, but I think we're going to get a foul as Olivier helps out Bennett. And that foul is going to be on Olivier, her first team foul for the Panthers. Excuse me, it's saying 4th team foul for the Panthers, so I might have missed quite a few fouls there. And McConney trying to plead there to the referee about a push from Ericola. Didn't get one. A 3 from McConney. Can't get it to go. Olivier with the rebound. Olivier, Ruggieri, easy 2. Senior to senior connection, 34-6. All Panthers with 5.5 left in the third quarter. Bennett looking for somewhere to go with it. Into the hands of McConney, guarded by Aracola. Step back. McConney still scoreless so far tonight. She is clearly dejected, not even getting back on defense for Salem. Bellotti trying to go off glass, can't. Baez with the rebound. Poked away by Griffin, and she keeps possession before half court. Salem coach trying to say it was over and back, but I think that's the least of his problems, as Griffin will be called for a travel. Bellotti out. In her place, number 23, Lindsay Kaczynski, a sophomore guard. And the fouls on the scoreboard have since been corrected in the field house. You were seeing one the whole time. I was seeing up to 4, so those were reset. So I am much less confused than I was about 2 minutes ago. Rebound, Aracola. She's got Kaczynski. Thought about the shot. Back to Aracola. And I'm sure you could hear this at home too, but definitely in the gym. As Olivier, nice little jumper for 2. She's got 9. When Kaczynski came off the bench, there was an eruption from the Beverly side of the bench, and I have not seen her play yet this season. The first minutes that I'm seeing, I'm not sure if these are her first minutes all season, but by all indications from the Beverly bench and the cheers she was getting, the team is very excited to see her play. Aracola. Kaczynski can't get it to go. Ruggieri with the rebound, though. The hook shot in and out. Trying to get her own board, and she'll be called, I believe, for an over and back. It will be. Stay tuned as well. In between the third and fourth quarters, we will be showing you just a small package here about the Beverly girls basketball team trip to Gordon College to watch the Gordon versus Curry game, where a former Beverly Panther played for Curry. So stay tuned for that. Good story and a good gathering for a group who is certainly coming together as this season winds down. Also, another entrant into the game is Emma Mueller, another sophomore for this Panthers team. Ruggieri stepping out. 2 points. She's got 6 this quarter alone, 7 for the night. Bennett being guarded by Griffin. Cross-court pass. Baez gets it to Bennett, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bennett looking to work on Griffin, but that's tough to do for anyone. Throws it up there, can't get it to go. Ruggieri comes away with the board. Into the hands of Aracola. And a foul on McConney, that's her third. Griffin and Ruggieri out in their place. Young and Michaud. Aracola. Kaczynski. Young has it deflected, but regains control. Gets it to Kaczynski. Down to Mueller. Nice move. Left-handed shot. Got it! And this place just erupted. Wow. 2 points for Mueller. And that's 10 Panthers now on the scoreboard tonight. Only 2 left. If we can get a full everybody scoring a point, that would be great. All we need left is, on my roster here, Lindsay Kaczynski, Gabrielle Wakiri, and that's it. Excuse me, Haley Smith as well. So we need 3 more. 3 more to complete bingo. As that foul that was just called will go on Emma Mueller. And she comes away with the steal this time. So Beverly sophomores coming up big there. Emma Mueller on the offensive end and taking one away there from Salem. Mueller to Kaczynski. Mueller, I think she's going to be called for a travel. She is. Beverly leading 40-6. 1:35 left to go in the third quarter. Bennett from the free throw line, got it to go. She's got 7. Iricola down to Mueller, and what a pass that was. Zipped right in. Mueller for 2. 4 points. Beverly just continuing to spread the wealth. Poked away. Young going to force a jump ball. And that'll stay with the Witches, as we'll get a substitution for Salem. And the player that entered and exited are not on my roster. So, you know, that's where we're at. Might be a good time to bring up, you know, the different jerseys, you know, that you see that a lot for different schools as McConney can't get the 3 to go. You see different jerseys, that happens, but having such different jerseys and having to tape numbers on certain jerseys, if you're Salem, you can afford a full renovation of Bertrand Field, clubhouses, press boxes, the whole works, but you can't get your girls basketball team a uniform set of jerseys for every player. To me, just speaks to the inequity in sports in general, but most importantly, you know, local sports and youth sports. That's something that is the bare minimum that should be met by everyone, instead of a full rework of a football field, in my opinion. But, you know, whatever. This is just local access broadcasting of high school girls basketball. So, you know, what do I know? 9 seconds left in the third quarter. And turned over. Michaud, she's likely going to dribble it away, and she's actually going to take a long 3. Can't get it to go. Surprised she took that shot. 42-8, Beverly leading as we head into the fourth quarter. The Panthers there winning that quarter decisively like the others. Only 2 points for Salem in that quarter, coming from Destiny Bennett. And on the Beverly side, they scored 14, 6 of which coming from Abby Ruggieri, 4 from Mueller off the bench, Young with 2, and Bellotti with 2 herself. So, as I mentioned before, this Beverly team took a trip to Gordon College on February 1st to see a former Beverly High School athlete, you see here, Kylie McCarthy. Graduated 2 years ago, was a staple for this Beverly program. Here she is, 22 games played this season, 8 points per game. And there's the team there, courtesy of the Beverly Basketball Twitter. And they just enjoyed a night out at Gordon College to root on Kylie. She was in town facing Gordon. Thank you for this footage, Gordon College. This is great. Only 1 point in the night at the free throw line, but I think it was great for this Beverly team, who's been struggling as of late to get together as a team and bond and see firsthand that even though you're struggling in this season, there is still a possibility you're seeing somebody from Beverly High School play college basketball. And to be able to see her there, she played 20 minutes. She's a staple in that rotation for Curry College. And I think that was huge for this team at the beginning of the month to really bond and try to come down the stretch here and win a few more games. The playoffs might be out of reach for you as a Panther, but you can still learn and grow and spend time with your friends and teammates and ride out the rest of this season. And a win on senior night against Salem will help that as they lead 42-8. Again, thank you to Gordon College for that footage. Robert, our producer, we were talking about that last night randomly and said, hey, can we do something like this? And a steal from Mueller. She'll pull up, get it to Young, off the glass for 2. And I was just spitballing with Robert. Hey, can we get some stuff from the Curry-Gordon game? Talk about that team bonding moment. And great job by Robert reaching out to Gordon and them, again, providing us with that footage. McConney still scoreless. Not anymore. Knocks down the long two, and we'll get a timeout from Salem as McConney gets on the board. Beverly still leading 44-10. See Stanchel talking to his team there. Out there is going to be Young, Mueller, Haley Smith, Wakiri, and Kaczynski. 5 sophomores. And if you have your bingo cards at home, all we need are points from Haley Smith, Gabrielle Wakiri, and Lindsay Kaczynski for all Panthers to be on the score sheet. I'm hoping it happens. .704 left to play. Beverly will be winning this game. It's just a matter of the final score. Wakiri down to Mueller. Looking for Kaczynski. Stolen by Bennett. Could have been called for a carry. Stops. Can't get it to go. McConney, though, she can't get the putback. Salem definitely at this point in the fourth quarter, after playing a game just last night, has to be gassed. Smith taking it to the rack. Gets deflected, and it'll stay with the Panthers. Defense by Severino there. Smith to inbound. Looking to get it to Mueller. She does. Can't get it to go. Rebound Smith. She saves it, but into the hands of Severino. Bennett for 3. No good. Rebound Panthers, and it's coming the other way. Young will handle the point guard duties for the 5 sophomores on the court. Kaczynski, mid-range, just off the mark. Smith trying to get the rebound, can't come away with it though. You know, it's one thing to be, a senior on senior night. You get to play, you're Nyla Olivier, you have 9 points tonight. Or you're Ericola, you put up 5 in the first half. Ruggieri, you have 7 points tonight. But probably something that's so cool for them right now is being on the bench, rooting on their teammates, these sophomore girls that haven't had a whole lot of the chances to play, besides Young this season. But to see these other players on the court and try to see them score their first possible high school points, I think that's something that can't be matched, even if, you're having a great day on senior night for yourself. This has to be really cool for the girls on the bench right now watching these sophomores play and hold their own. Foul's going to go on Mueller, her second. McConney to inbound. Thought about the mid-range. Good defense by Wakiri. She takes a hard pick there. Shots missed, and it'll be Beverly ball. That was a tough pick there by Emily Mojica. There's a brick wall running into that. Good defense by McConney at half court against Young. makes her pick up her dribble. Wakiri has an open Smith. She gets it to her, and Smith can't hang on. Hauled in by Mueller. Kaczynski open. Back to Young. Mueller. Great defense by Severino, but Young coming away with it. She'll be called for a foul. That'll be her third. Looked clean to me, but, you know, up 34, there's not much you can complain about. Beverly now up to 5 team fouls in this quarter. Baez now. She's still looking to get on the scoreboard. McConney, 9 on the shot clock. Already seen Salem turn it over once on the shot clock. A deep 3 just off the mark for McConney and the Witches. Back to the Panthers. Four minutes left to go in this game on senior night. Smith, the up and under, can't get it to go. Mueller, Smith again, mid-range, can't knock it down. They're trying. They're trying to get everybody to score. We just need Smith, Kaczynski, and Wakiri. And at this point, I can tell, you know, the reaction on Coach Stanchell's face. Everyone knows the assignment. We need to get everybody in the score column. And I agree. I want to scream bingo at the top of my lungs. Bennett, nice hesitation move and a pull-up. Can't get it. Smith almost turning that one over. And Young in the corner. Trying to get it out of the corner. Throws it off McConney. Stays with the Panthers. Salem coach is discussing something. Maybe the shot clock. Don't know what he's acting like. The 4-for-4 just came back, or the McRib, and it's just a possession. I mean, that's a reaction I would make if Wendy's permanently brought back spicy nuggets, but not for an extra possession. Down 34. McConney for 3, no good. Severino can't save it. Back to the Panthers. Another substitution for Salem. Severino and Mojica will sit. Three minutes and counting. Smith, she'll get another crack at it, and it'll come from the line. Smith has had a few chances. Couple mid-range shots, just couldn't get him to go, but now we're at the free throw line. Back rim's the first. This will be the 11th Panther to be on the score sheet if this is good. It is! We just need 2 more for Beverly bingo. Just 2 more. Kaczynski and Wakiri. Let's get it. Let's get it on senior night and a big win against Salem. Panthers lead 45-10. This Salem team in the second half has looked more bought in as a unit as that one's poked away into the hands of Kaczynski. The Salem team has looked more fluid. They know what they want to do in this second half as opposed to the first half. The execution still is not quite there where they want it to be, but there are signs of improvement in this half alone. Young looking to dish it. Mueller back to Young, mid-range. No good. Offensive rebound. Wakiri, she can't save it. Bennett to Baez. That one's poked away by Wakiri. Nine seconds on the shot clock, 1:44 left to play in the game. McConney driving with contact, can't get it to go, and she'll go to the line. I believe that was Kaczynski that will be called with the foul. Sixth team foul on the Panthers. One more before Salem gets into the 1-and-1. McConney knocks down the first. 3 points for her tonight. And she gets them both to go. I believe we caught McConney on just an off night, looking at her numbers and hearing about her talent, averaging over 12 points per game. After playing last night, anybody would be tired from that. You could tell her shots were coming up short. Tired legs could be a factor. And just frustration, a long season. I think this Salem high school team deserves a lot of credit. 1-13, 0-9 in the NEC. Seems to be a very unconventional program right now, and I don't put any of that on these players or this coaching staff. Everything that I've seen, they care, and I think that this is a program that would benefit from, I don't want to call anybody out in particular, but they would benefit from some care themselves. That's what I'll say. Get a couple free throws, and I wish I could tell you who this was on my roster. But number 35, she knocks it down. Again, I think this Salem team deserves a lot of credit. Where they are at this point. Had to postpone a couple of games, a lot of injuries, a lot of illness. Not being able to fill out a team in certain games, it's just, you feel for them, and I think I speak for all of us when I say we hope that there are better days on the horizon for this Salem program. Just under a minute left. Wakiri trying to get hers. She can't. Offensive board. Mueller, it's in. And Mueller, 6 points in this fourth quarter. And do we see some more minutes for Mueller off the bench as this season winds down for the Panthers? Maybe. She's been all over the boards. She's hit her shots down low when she's taken them. I wouldn't hate it. Wakiri on the fast break. She puts it up. It's good. 2 for Wakiri. We just need one more. Actually, just one more. Kaczynski has not scored yet, but the shot clock is turned off. I do not anticipate Beverly getting another shot off here. Bennett for 3. No good. And Smith is going to go for it for 2. We were so close to bingo there. She had Kaczynski right behind her. She was the only Panther not to score tonight as the Panthers win 51-13 off that layup from Haley Smith, and the wealth was spread all throughout this Panthers roster. 12 Panthers out of 13 scored. All 13 players played. Bellotti with 4, Kaylee with 2, Griffin with 4, all coming in the first half. Haley Smith with 3, Madeline Young with 4 off the bench. Leading scorer was the senior Nyla Olivier with 9 points, 7 of those coming in the first half. Mueller added 6 in the second half. You have Ericola with 5, all in the first half, and Ruggieri with 7 for the full game. And again, Michaud added a couple, Potter a couple, 2 from Wakiri there as well at the end. And on senior night, Beverly wins 51-13. I'm Alex Saluco. Thank you so much to our producer, Robert, who unfortunately will be leaving us for greener pastures in the near future. Thank you to our cameramen and women, Mike Pereno, Tim Hezzy, and Kyla. If I knew her last name, I would say it. Thank you. Kyla Hart-Perrin, thank you so much. for all the work our volunteers do. And thank you to this Beverly team and this Salem program for coming out here and taking a hard loss, 51-13. Again, I'm Alex Saluco. The Panthers will be home for the next for their next 3. That'll be on the 14th, hosting Winthrop, on the 20th hosting Essex Tech, and then the next game will be to be determined because that first game with Essex is a tournament. I believe that is the Ben Goodhue tournament, if I am correct. My producer, Ken. All right, I don't hear my producer, so I'm just going to say that's for the Ben Goodhue tournament. Again, thank you again. Bevcam Sports Network, I'm Alex Luco. Panthers win on senior night 51-13.